one at that. We've got more inputs coming in from Manoj Kumar Gupta, our Group Editor, Investigations and Security Affairs. Bharat's eastern frontier is at significant risk due to the activities of the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh, JMB, which is linked to the ISIS and Al-Qaeda. Top intelligence sources have told CNN News 18. These connections could turn to Bengal and turn Bengal into a hub for transnational attacks. The JMB, motivated by its Salafist ideology and to establish a Sharia-based caliphate, has exploited the unrest in Bengal. Intel sources indicate that the Trinamool Congress government's management of communal tensions combined with the JMB's resurgence poses a threat not only to Bengal but to Bharat and Bharat's entire eastern frontier. Protests in the region have mirrored tactics used by the JMB orchestrated violence in Bangladesh, where anti-government rallies often conceal extremist agendas. Disenchanted youth facing unemployment and feeling marginalized are being recruited through madrasas and social media. That's what sources are telling CNN News 18. Bengal's porous borders with Bangladesh, characterized by fencing gaps on the riverine routes, facilitate the smuggling of arms, funds and propaganda by JMB operatives. The discovery of fake Aadhaar cards in Noida in 2024 highlights the militants' ability to blend into local communities. JMB collaborates with Assam's AQIS modules and Myanmar-based Rohingya militants, creating a regional terror network. JMB sleeper cells already connected to blasts in Bodh Gaya and Patna could target critical infrastructure, potentially causing radical spillover into Assam, Tripura and Bihar, which would strain resources and escalate Hindu-Muslim tensions. That's what sources have said. There's more. JMB's operations are funded through counterfeit currency, drug trafficking and Hawala networks with links to Pakistan's ISI. Recent seizures in Siliguri revealed 2 crore in fake notes meant for JMB modules. Leaders like Salahuddin Ahmed, wanted for the 2016 cafe siege in Bangladesh, operate from border villages in Bengal using madrasas as cover. That's what sources have further added. And there are more inputs. JMB is using hybrid approach in radicalizing youth with a mix of online and offline tactics. JMB is recruiting tech-savvy youth through platforms like Telegram and WhatsApp, sharing encrypted messages and ISIS-inspired content to glorify violence. The group exploits filter bubbles and echo chambers, where algorithms push extremist content to users already engaging with radical material. Vulnerable individuals, especially those experiencing social alienation, are groomed online. Studies show that lone actors radicalized often online lack offline networks but are influenced by curated extremist content. JMB's ground operations focus on exploiting local institutions and socio-economic gaps and have penetrated madrasa and Muslim groups. Unregulated madrasas in the border districts Murshidabad, Dhubri serve as fronts for indoctrination. Radical clerics preach JMB's Salafist ideology, framing violence as jihad for Sharia. Unemployed youth in impoverished areas are lured with financial incentives or promises of purpose. For example, JMB operatives in Assam's Dhubri district use fake currency and firearms to recruit members. Top intel sources have further told CNN News 18 that platforms like Telegram, Signal or WhatsApp are being used to organize protests, assigning roles, blockade leaders, agitators, and also they share real-time instructions. All this is being done. In the Waqf Bill-led protests, encrypted groups coordinated attacks on police stations in Murshidabad, blockades, attacks on railways and communal slogans were hallmarks both of CAA 2019 and also what's being witnessed now. Pre-positioned weapons, stones, petrol bombs, blockade materials, tires, bamboo poles, etc. Medical supplies were used for both protests. Similar modus is being seen in Guna. It was also seen in Nagpur in Mahal. During CAA protests, caches of stones were hidden near railway tracks in Howrah. Symbolic targets, Hindu-owned shops, police stations, railway infrastructure, all chosen to maximize communal tension. Circulation of doctored videos, old clips of police brutality rebranded as current atrocities, further being pushed to fuel anger. Dr. Ranganathan with us. Dr. Ranganathan, final comment. Now, this seems to be a template. We see what's happening in Guna. Again, they said they came ready. Same thing happened in Mahal. Same thing happened even post the India-Pakistan match and the way things happened. What we are seeing here in Bangor or in Murshidabad, there seems to be a coordination that's going on. And are you worried that you will have a lot of radicals moving in from Bangladesh because the larger intent of these radicals is a greater Bangladesh? Is Kolkata next? Some of the BJP spokespersons are also worried.
Sorry, Anand. Very quickly, 3 points here. Number one, first of all, congratulations to you and Manoj for bringing out this report. I completely agree with you we're on the same page. This is totally coordinated. In fact, I would go as far as to say that every recent riot that has happened, so-called, pogrom that has happened after at least a week's preparation. We saw it in Nagpur. We saw how a legislator was responsible for it, and the money came in, the conduits were there, everything is ready. But here I want to make 3 points. Now, this JMB is a banned terror outfit. It's a banned terror outfit. Now, why is it banned? Because it's a terror outfit. If it was not a terror outfit, if it was, for example, teaching molecular biology, then it wouldn't be banned. So it is perpetrating terror because that is what it is supposed to do. The question again I ask is, what are we supposed to do? We have to tackle it knowing very well that there is almost perfect coordination between 7 or 8 entities, one of them being JMB. There are intellectuals. We saw this is a complete template, as you said, in urban Naxals and Naxalism as well. Absolutely copybook style. So you have people who defended the lawyers when terrorists are arrested. You have terror with modules being funded from outside. So you have 6 or 7 entities that are perpetrating this. Now, are you saying that the state is oblivious to it? Obviously not. But I need to know this as a fact. Why is it that every time our state cries that Mamata is not allowing BSF to actually have a free run across the corridor to stop illegal immigration and make fences? Is it not the state's prerogative to completely override whatever objections, deliberate appeasing objections the state might have? It is. Yeah. That is what a common citizen would concur, isn't it? Well, so the fact of the matter is, we cannot play victim. We cannot use the victim card, because that shows to the terror outfits and the terrorists that we are weak. And honestly, I'm telling you, we are not. Any state that has abrogated 370 where the world would have erupted, any state that has conducted surgical strikes is not weak. Problem is, we are selective in being strong. We need to remove that. We need to put the fear of God in these terrors, Anand. This is what we need to do.
And not just fear of God. We need to also show the fear and the might of the Constitution, might of the Indian state. And I think that we will go to any lengths to protect our boundaries, our territories and our people. And once that becomes a doctrine, which is not used selectively, but it's all pervading and it applies to each and every case, perhaps then we'll have some resolution. Dr. Ranganathan, thank you. Thank you for your thoughts.